We got horrible management of funds coast to coast. A lot of these cops are real pissed off because they didn't join the police force to be meter maids or to have to stand there and listen to a situation of domestic assault. No, they wanted to catch bad guys and shoot evil people. Evil according to their own understanding from growing up wherever it is that they grew up. Local politics and all that. So we got a lot of police officers who are going out of their way to intentionally sabotage any and all programs that are made to help actual victims of this abuse. They're going out of their way to sabotage court cases and evidence with poor people because it's easy to do. And it makes them lots of money. And it gives them clout. The American public doesn't want to see homeless people. And then to hear stories about homeless people being mentally ill criminals. You want us to feel sorry for your family members who commit crimes intentionally because they're just shitty people. Because your loved ones are mentally ill and we're supposed to feel sorry for them and give them leniency for them. But out here on the streets, you want to use it in exactly the opposite direction, don't you? Mentally ill must mean they're dangerous and they're out to hurt you and they're out to rape you and they're out to this and they're out to that. And the reality is, most of us out here stuck in survival mode. A lot of us are injured. You say, oh, why don't you just get a job? Or, of course, there's oh, I worked for everything I've got. No, the fuck you didn't. And you're lucky you didn't get injured in the process of doing the stupid shit that you were doing with your money. Then you want to pass judgment on others for what they're spending their money on. There's laws that are supposed to protect disabled people. When that disabled person is homeless, they don't use it that way. By they, and you want to say who's they, or who do you think they is? First of all, let's start with any service that accepts American taxpayer dollars. There's a lot of nice people. Those nice people aren't showing up in court and speaking out. Oh my God, I want your dog. Golden retriever. We live in a pretty messed up world. I remember when I was a kid, I believed all that BS about these church folks who love us and love Christ and they're looking out for our best interest. As I grew up, I realized that the stuff that goes on the news is commonplace. the predators in positions of power who are using those positions of power to gain access to easy victims who nobody's going to listen to. We get to see that it's not the exception to the rule when they're abusive. The exception to the rule is whether or not the public gives a shit. When these places accidentally mess up and somebody who's in a house or someone who's got loved ones who actually care about them as human beings and their rights. Something out here smells like a friggin' corpse. I try to stand for as long as I can because my back hurts. Some people give me mean looks. Least I can do is accept it, right? And I'm gonna put my phone in my pocket for a bit. This is the same place where that 14-year-old girl was assaulted by Deputy Reeves. It's also the same parking lot that Eli was harassed in by Deputy Reeves. This shit's gotta stop. It's not okay for police to be allowed to repeatedly threaten, harass, and intimidate witnesses to crimes. Deputy Reeves getting to intimidate and harass Eli because Eli was a witness to the situation with that 14-year-old girl. That's just fucked. Tell us we can just talk to him over the phone, right? You can just call and say you want to talk to their superior, and then their superior comes out and talks over you. That's the last thing you want to do. What you want to do is write it down. When the superior comes out there, you make sure that he gets a copy of what it is that you wrote down. Do that as quickly as possible, because they'll do everything that they can to refuse you the right to turn in something on paper, to tell you that you need to do it a million other ways except on paper. And then when you go in to try to turn them in because they're not doing a goddamn thing about it, all these places want paper. Oh, well, the cops don't have any paper on it, so obviously it didn't happen, and so on and so on. Fuck this goddamn country. Stuff hurts all of us. This is our rights being railroaded, not just mine. Not just that 14-year-old girl's. Go ahead. I got a sign today that says gas, and that's not exactly everything that I need. You know, I usually try to be completely honest on my signs, but couldn't find my Sharpie today. So I'll miss oil on that, and I do need gas. Maybe if I sit here long enough, somebody will give me something. Of course, when I look at my phone, if I set it down where people can't see it, they think I'm nuts. There's a really nice car about to drive by. That is a cool looking car. Very cool. It's beautiful. Simple. Afraid of farted, maybe that didn't feel good. Failure to listen to me about whale and Lolatai. Resulting officer whale and Lolatai hurting multiple people. All because people didn't want to listen to me. They didn't want to listen to a mentally ill person. They didn't want to listen to a whitey. They didn't want to listen to a male. A lot of people ended up dead because of that. Because of that mentality. It is 10:30 now. Secure the crowds. Yeah, around 11 to 12. They might take down more, they might not. Who knows? Let's see. Sometimes you gotta spend some to make some. I might have to go in and buy a Sharpie. Hopefully they've got one that's not $11. Who the hell am I kidding? We're in Oregon. It's probably gonna be $11. Maybe that's an over-exaggeration. The damn things here seem to be a lot more expensive than everywhere else. And it's ballooning. Ooh.
What's up, Sean?
Not as pretty as I was. Got a tobacco?
No, I'm looking for some right now. I'm gonna go ask some folks.
Jesus, I was even gonna pretend I liked you.
I was gonna pretend I liked you. What are you talking about?
Well, alright. As long as we're pleasant to each other, that's important.
Yeah.
Figured I'd try to get enough for gas. I gotta go in and pay $25 for a fine tomorrow. Oh, man. Stupid states. On the bright side, it did try to get out between 11 and 12, so if I stay here till 4, I should make it out.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Well, cool. What do you up to today?
Asking people for cigarettes. My friend, he's down. He's gonna give me some money to go to the dispensary for him and everything. Certain people I go to the dispensary for without, giving them my medical card price. Others, yeah, they're all like, yeah, you gotta pay the tax price. I don't say it, but they already know. Yeah, but people like this, friends like this, I'm like, nah, yeah.
I'll be nice. This is one.
Yeah, exactly. Especially because he's actually gonna pay me something. Because that's the first thing I'm gonna say is we're going to the fucking center market first, and I'm getting a pack of cigarettes. Usually the store employees Always sit in between. Always sit in between those two buildings and smoke.
Yeah, they started smoking out in the front here because they're not allowed to smoke back there because they get run over by one of the trucks coming through. So, man, you know
I
what?
always see my friends, they always like sit on the very edge.
I noticed a lot of the people out here that smoke snipes, they never pick up the butts and throw them away. They just leave them there floating around.
Yeah.
That's just improper hobo etiquette.
I wish I had, if I had some chains, I'd go over there and be like, hey, yo, hey. But I'm not even allowed on my property. Yeah, so. But, hey, you know, shit happens. Oh well.
At least it's not 400 today.
Yeah, for real.
I can actually wear a fucking hoodie. Their girlfriend's dad out there yesterday walking that
Oh, the
the
drone?
RC drone. He was walking it like a dog down the street.
Oh my god.
Saw him again this morning. I'm like, you know, that's pretty cool. You're the only person I know with a pet drone.
That's gold.
Yeah, except he hasn't named it. So I guess it's not much of a pet.
I'm naming it. His name is Freddy.
That work.
Man,
I'd give it a number and letter designation, like I do see you.
oh yeah, there you. There you. Oh my god. I was like, there you. And then I said it twice. There you go. There we go. Much better.
Oh, you mean your English language maker doesn't properly function all the time?
Yep, that's what I mean. Oh shit. I just woke up. I didn't sleep much either. I just woke up and was like, I need to get a cigarette.
I guess I better let you get to it then.
I can throw this trash away too. Always looking through neighbor's mail, you know. Always got to look for a good package. I'm kidding. Fuck that. I'm crosswalking. Walking the crosswalk.
Oh my God, Umber's Mr. Crabtree. I'm telling.
like a minute, so I gotta be fast.
Oh my god, thank you.
Whatever's there, it's all yours. It's not much, but it's what I have in my pocket.
I'm gonna waste it on midgets. No, I won't. It's one of them Starbucks folks. He also knows I'm trying to pay off the fine. Matt, I'm pretty honest about what I waste my money on. Except for when I tell him I'm gonna waste it on midgets. It's kind of a waste of money. It's rude. What if I prefer the company as somebody who's not a midget? What if it has nothing to do with being a midget or not? What if it has to do with personality? What if it happens to do with what I stand to gain from it? That's where a lot of people are at today. Instead of we the people, it's what do I gain? What do I gain? I think the question you should be asking yourself is what do you lose by doing nothing? Quite a bit. You lose your safety. You lose your integrity as a human being. You lose any sense of honor that you ever could have had. I believe in loyalty above all else except honor. If you're loyal to somebody who is dishonorable, then you are definitely not honorable. And that person is not going to be loyal to you. Probably ain't no good for my public image that I look like a mangy mutt. Scratching at my goddamn sleeves. What are the chances that I'll end up spending this money on gas? Pretty significant, actually, because I need more gas. Always in need of gas. It's like it's not even 11 yet. I got a while. Oh, mother hubbard went to the cupboard to get a doggy a bone. When she bent over, taken over. Oh, mother hubbard went to the cupboard to get a doggy bone. When she bent over, taken over, and gave her a food. Trying to think of a song I can remember well enough through to actually sing it. Not doing a great job. Alright, I might lose my spot. It looks like my phone is running low. Oh, no, it's not. And, I'm really fucking hungry. I'm gonna go put my bucket in my car, grab some tea, and run in and get a Sharpie. I was looking for the sheep charge stuff this morning, like tannerite. That is not good stuff for sheep charge, for certain. And they were able to get kind of a what do you call that? A directed energy shot. Like they were able to get it to hit where they wanted it to. They just didn't get it to penetrate. I guess that's something interesting. I just brought that up because when I got in my vehicle, there's some stuff in here reminded me of that. Yep. Now I just need a new back. Alright, I'm all OCD with bills. I gotta unfold the corners. Not nearly enough, but I am totally glad for everything I've gotten. Because it all adds up, every little bit. Of course, the thing that's the most important is your voices, and as Americans, well, we can't say Americans anymore, can we? Somebody will get offended. It ain't we the people anymore, it's every man for himself. And yeah, I said that right. I didn't mean every human for themselves. I meant every man. On the bright side, I got food.